Okay, as I was saying before, we're going to be taking this bolt apart, trying to figure out why it's light striking on the casings. In order to get this out, you have to pull the trigger so it's not loaded. Make sure it's on fire. You pull the trigger. And slide the bolt back. Looks like there's a pin here and a flathead screw there. Might have to take that pin out. The firing pin is down inside of there. Let's see if we can decock this. A little bit of grime in there. Yeah, it looks like that pin needs to be knocked out. Let's take that Phillips head out. Or I mean that flathead out. And this could just be very dirty. Who knows when this was cleaned. This rifle is actually from the 60s. I think I mentioned that already. So it's possible that it's never been cleaned. So what I'm going to do is it doesn't appear to be, I thought maybe it would be sticky. It doesn't appear to be sticky. Coming out. There it comes. So I'm using a 3/32 punch. It doesn't seem to matter whether the bolt is turned or not. I'm going to try to get this not punch it all the way. Okay, now it's at the point where I can do it with my fingers, it looks like. There we go. Now there's a little bit of debris right there. Let's get something else. Let's get a pick. It looks like almost looks like a metal shaving. And this is very I mean, this is like, it's not sticky, but it's not slick either. So I believe, yeah, that's sticking. This just needs to be cleaned really good. I believe there's a spring inside of there. Let's try not to mix our tools up, or our parts up here. Yeah, this is very sticky as well. There's the spring. So this is the firing pin. This all just needs to be cleaned really well. Probably just going to spray it with carb cleaner, because I use carb cleaner for everything. It evaporates quickly, and it's just an all-around good general purpose cleaner, not just for carburetors. So yeah, I don't know what this little metal shaving, I don't know where that came from. Wonder if that was holding things up or binding things up a little bit. But I'm going to spray all this down with carb cleaner. I'm not going to, it looks like there's a pin in here as well. I'm not going to take any of that apart. I don't think there's an issue with the spring. I'm just going to clean everything really well with carb cleaner, and then we'll come back and put it back together. Alright guys, I'm just finishing up. Cleaned all these parts with carb cleaner. You need to, this probably should go without saying, but you need to dry them off very well. Carb cleaner is flammable. You can use carb cleaner as starting fluid, so you don't want your parts covered in a flammable fluid when you're shooting a gun. So after I clean this, I'm not going to fire it today. Trying to get a good angle here. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. I'm basically just trying to see if I can fix the issue with this firing pin. So what I did with this, I didn't stick a towel down in here because I didn't want anything to get stuck, but I stuck the straw of the carb cleaner in there and made sure that it was sprayed out really well, and then I stuck it in this side as well. And I didn't take the I think this is the extractor. I didn't take this off and clean. It doesn't have an issue loading or extracting. It just has an issue with the firing pin being weak. So I'm going to put this back together now. I'm not going to put this in like this because I don't want the spring to fall. So I'm going to put it in this with the spring facing down so gravity holds it in place. And then once I get it in there, okay, there it is. Then I'll turn it upside down so it stays in place. I think it went like that. Yeah. Okay, so now we need to get the pin back in. So the bolt, when it's in the gun, lines up like this. And it looks like yeah, so right there I can put the pin in. There's a pretty wide range of where you can put the pin in. I don't know if you can see through the hole. Right about there, the metal starts showing up on the other side. There we go. So what I was doing there was just applying pressure with my thumb, and then I was just rocking this back and forth. So right there it's catching, and then right there it's catching. So I think that that's accurate. Yes. So you can see that I gotta knock that pin in there a little bit. I want this one, I want this one. Okay. So now I can run my finger across it. It should fit in here now. You gotta pull the trigger. Okay, let's put the back half on. Back half is so there's the set where the set screw goes. If you turn it all the way down like this, you can't see it. You gotta turn it up just a little bit and push it in just a little bit of tension. And this screw is not very tight. I'm sure it's got a torque setting. I'm just barely putting it in there. Okay, so now my bolt, we should be done. Okay, put it back in, squeeze the trigger. Something's not right. Nope. No, that's right. Okay. Put it back in, squeeze the trigger. So we'll have to pull that back out. Oh, that's probably going to be a bear. That wasn't that bad. So just pull pull the firing pin That's not the firing pin. I don't know what this is called. Pull this backwards and then turn it. Like I said, I've never done this before. Never really watched a video on it. This looks a lot better. So now this is facing down the right way. Pull the trigger in, slide it in. There we go. And the gun is on fire. I mean, the selector's on fire, the gun's not on fire. Make sure safety works. It does. Everything feels good. I will put a little bit of hops oil in here. I'm sure people are gonna comment and say something about it. I need to clean the rest of the gun. I just wanted to make a video on how to take the bolt apart, get it out, and clean the firing pin, in case you're having the same issue that I was having, which is weak primer strikes. It was firing, I think we shot 2 or 3 rounds to it, no problem, and then we had 3 or 4 failures to fire in a row, so we put it away for the day. So I'm gonna take it back out and see if that fixed the issue, and if that didn't fix the issue, then I'll probably replace the firing pin and the spring, and then that should fix the issue.